secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Jimmy, and today I have another special banger for you, all right? Today we're going to talk about the most hated guard in Rec and Pro-Am, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. It's like up the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your notification for my daily uploads. But without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. So first and foremost, left or right-handed, doesn't even matter, right? So whatever hand that you like to play with, I like going left-handed, so I'm left-handed IRL. Then of course point guard is what we're gonna go with since you are making a point guard build. We are gonna go up to 6'6". 6'6" is basically like that sweet spot. Like most people might say 6'3", 6'4", but to me, I feel like smaller guards, smaller jump shots is just like they're very like it's just the timing of them is just frustrating. But it's so funny that I feel like the bigger guards get better shots. It's easier to green. I don't know if it's in my head, but it's easier to green. And then also I feel like by being taller, they seem to not have to worry about as much speed with ball and all that type of stuff. It just seems like this is a better build at the 6'6", okay? We're gonna go 180 pounds with this build. And then we're gonna go 6'8" on the wingspan. And that's pretty much it. That's just what we're looking at, okay? Now, when you say something about the most hated, a lot of it is because you're going to be playing a little bit differently than what most people are expecting. And that's why people hate builds that are just different, right? You know, you got some people, like my man LaMonster, he plays 5 out, right? A lot of people don't play 5 out in Pro-Am, and that right there frustrates people. This build right here is going to be able to do basically 5 out, or it can be P and roll, but it's just going to be very, 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 very difficult to stop. And you're going to see in a second. 86 with the speed with ball, because that's we want to make sure we get our speed booster and our hyperdrive on gold. We're also going to go 83 in our acceleration, because again, we want to get our blow-bys on gold. A lot of people always say that acceleration doesn't matter and this and that. In my humble opinion, you want to just make sure you have as much acceleration and speed as you possibly can, right? Regardless, every single microsecond matters when it comes to these lockdowns, guarding and defending you, so it just makes sense. Now, one thing you're gonna see differently between what you'll see with this build here and other builds is that this build actually has strength, because it's going to be able to get fearless finisher on silver. It just has, like, to me, a lot of people just leave that out and don't have fearless finisher, like don't even have it on silver, don't even have it on bronze, just has a black plate of that. And like at the end of the day, this build is different. It's going to be able to finish. Same thing here. We're going all the way up to 72 on the vert. Why? Because this build is going to be able to get Aerial Wizard on gold, okay? It's be able to get Rise Up on silver, okay? So, again, you're looking at different type of attributes that you just don't expect, but this is how it becomes very hard to stop and frustrating. Of course, we're going 99 on the stamina. You're a PG, you want to have that 99 stamina, okay? So, now let's head up to this finishing and let's talk about what we're talking about here. We're going to go all the way up to 80 on the drive and layup. And we talk about this all the time. Being able to get that pro touch on Hall of Fame is big, so you'll be able to time your layups when you go into the basket. And at the same time, you know, layups this year are very, very strong. So it just makes sense to have layup timing, to be able to have that pro touch on gold. I know some people will literally stop at 75. Like they'll literally have 75, and that's perfectly fine for them. But why not go 80 to be able to get slithery now on silver, fearless finisher on silver, you get acrobat on silver? Like it just makes sense. Then we're gonna go 45 on the driving dunk just to get CJ McCollum dunk packages. So you better get CJ McCollum dunk package. So now if you are on a fast break, you do have the ability to dunk. But this is where things get very toxic. We're going all the way up to an 85 standing dunk. You get every single standing dunk package in the game. And that gives you precision dunker on silver, Aerial Wizard on gold like we talked about, fast fit twitch on silver, and Rise Up on silver. So now you're a PG, you go straight to the basket, you run to the basket, you don't even do the layup. You could if you want to. You just stop right on the basket, hit square, and get a crazy standing dunk. And you can use pro stick standing dunk with this build. So now you're not going to be just a typical PG that just goes to the basket all finesse, no fearless finisher, none of this, right? You're going straight to the basket, you're able to dunk it, lay it up, or get a crazy standing dunk. That right there alone adds another element to your game that you're just not going to expect, okay? Now, on the shooting, right? Shooting is going to be OP. You got to have an OP shooting. I mean, it is what it is. If you're going to be running PG, you got to be able to have that high shooting ability. You go all the way up to 96 on the mid-range. And really where you want to go 96 is just to get that space creator on Hall of Fame, right? To be able to get that Space Creator Hall of Fame is going to work a lot in your favor when it comes to getting off the dribble shots against these crazy tough defenders and lockdowns. So you want to be able to have that. Obviously, the next thing before we talk anything else is we're going 92 on the 3-ball, right? That gives you limitless on silver. And I know a lot of people have their opinions on that, right? Do you really need to go this high on your 3-ball, right? Some people are saying, nah, you know, all things needs the 80 or whatever you might want to call it. But at the end of the day, the higher your 3-point rating is, the better it's going to help. Shooting is already difficult, but it just makes sense to be able to have as high as your shooting as you can. Remember, you get catch and shoot in the Hall of Fame now, right? You got catch and shoot Hall of Fame. You got Green Machine Hall of Fame. You got Space Creator Hall of Fame. You got Claymore, guard up, open looks, and you even have whistle, okay? To be able to go to the basket and get whistle to draw fouls and to do a pump fake and draw a foul is going to be very, very clutch with this build. So to be able to have these type of badges is going to be insane to me, right? You can't ask for anything better than that. This shooting is going to be really, really, really good, right? Then, of course, the ball handle. We're going all the way up to 93 on the ball handle. For obvious reasons, you want to make sure you can get the elite dribbles. You are 6'6", so there's only limit to the dribbles you get, but most of the comp dribbles that you would want anyway, like Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox, like there's so many different dribble styles, you know, from Terry Rozier, you know, Derrick Rose, all these dribbles you can get at this height. And these are, excuse me, the elite dribble packages you want anyway. This is where you get limited at. You go 83, which is speed with ball. You don't have the A90 or the 85 or anything like that. So you are limited here with the 83, but the 83 will give you the blow-bys, the speed booster, and the hyperdrive all on gold. That's very, very important in my opinion. So you want to be able to have all that. Then we're going to go all the way up to 77 on our pass accuracy. The big one here is just make sure we get neither thread on bronze. Like, you know, like a lot of people are starting to sacrifice more and more on the pass accuracy because, you know, we're starting to realize like you don't need to go that crazy on the pass accuracy. Especially as a lead guard, because, you know, like for the most part, you ain't passing anyways. It's very rare for you to pass. You're going to be really trying to score, get to the basket. So usually if you can't get to 3, you can kind of rim run to get to the basket to get that standing dunk. And if people collapse on you, then you're able to throw it out. But the 77 pass accuracy to me feels like a really good sweet spot here for that. So as you can see, a very unique guard build for, you know, ProAm or Rec, but it's going to be so effective. It's going to be so good, and it's dominant. Like, this is the guard build that I made, and if Uncle Demi can run guard and be really, really, really confident and to be able to be unstoppable, then I think a lot of y'all can too, okay? So here you have it, my nephews and nieces. It comes out as a very good name anyway, a sharp shooting shot creator, 6'6", lights out shooting, finishing. Like, what else could you want for that, man? So let me know in the comment section what you think about the build. What would you change differently? Give me your opinion. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the Banger, man. You know, when I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.